Ladies and gentlemen, it has just struck 6:30 p.m. Time to get tonight's auctions underway. My name, Chris Watson, privileged to be here this evening as your selling virtual auctioneer. Of course, we're joined by some of the Ray White, Ringwood team, Josh Berkery, Olivia Mackie out the back of the office, and in discussions with some of the interested parties, I believe, as we speak. And, of course, Hayley Meakin from our administration team, who has kindly agreed to come back and stay and help us out with the administration of tonight's auctions. To the buyers in the crowd, good luck with your bidding endeavours. We applaud your astute buying decision to come forth and participate in what is two fantastic offerings for you this evening. To the successful bidders of tonight's auctions, well, we just wish you congratulations in advance. Well, tonight's auction, ladies and gentlemen, they will be conducted in accordance with any rules that are made available before the start of the auction. The auctioneer rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting any late bidder offers for the property after the property has been knocked down on the successful bidder. What that means in layman's terms is I'll give everyone ample warning. I'll call the property 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call. But when the gavel falls, all over Red Rover, can't take any late bids or offers past that point. Of course, if you are the highest bidder, and we do find ourselves in the situation where we are below the vendor's reserve price, well, that is a fantastic position for you to be in, because what that means is that you deal exclusively with the vendor. You close the door on all the other interests, and you get first crack at it. And I can tell you more often than not, if you are the highest bidder, you are the one putting the sale sticker up. Of course, nice vendors, they do have a reserve price, as auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits bidders attempting to stop other bidders from bidding, and the law does provide fines for this conduct. The rules, they do permit vendor bids. I'll make it really, 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 really simple and really, really, really obvious. If I'm going to make a bid on behalf of the vendor, in fact, I will make it so simple and so obvious, I'll even use those words, vendor bid, and by law, only I, as the auctioneer, may make a vendor bid. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the auctions this evening, just a couple of housekeeping things. There are 2 ways that you can bid here this evening. Option number 1 is if you are on the phone to one of the agents out the back, you can verbalise your bid, tell them over the phone, and they can bid on your behalf. It's called a phone bidder. You can do it that way. That is the first way. The second way, which is probably the way I would recommend, seems to work the best with our online auctions, is down the bottom right of your screen. You'll see the 2 little people, or the number 19. That is how many people are on this meeting at the moment. Next to that is what looks like a little page or a speech bubble. So that is the chat function, the in-call messages. So what you're able to do is you can type your bid into the chat function. It will pop up on my screen. Just keep an ear out, ladies and gentlemen. My job is to help guide you where you need to be. But just because you type the bid doesn't mean the bid's accepted. Keep an ear out. I'll let you know if we're accepting that amount or seeking a different amount. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight on in. The first property up for your competitive bidding this evening, number 2, Culverlands Road, right smack bang in the heart of Heathmont. We sell it today by a public auction. Call for a slender 1/10 of the purchase price for your deposit upon signing of the contract, both the signing and the payment. That can be done electronically by our system. We call for settlement to be in a very flexible 60 to 120 days a time. And what a fantastic offering we have. 657 of the finest soil that Heathmont has to offer. Timber floors throughout 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 3 car spaces undercover. Of course, you've got the downstairs rumpus room with with its own toilet as well. The pitch ceiling to the wonderful property, elevated block, perfect for perhaps anyone that wants to extend or renovate. It's a wonderful location. Short stroll, of course, to Heathmont's train station. All the restaurants and eateries up further up on Canterbury Road. A little bit further down the road, of course, you got Eastland, Eastlink, Ringwood train station. Out the other way, you've got, of course, the Yarra Ranges. It is all at your doorstep. Parks, schools, everything you could possibly want. It's a wonderful property in a wonderful location. I guess we need to find out how much it's worth, don't we? So let's throw it over to you. Opening bidder offer. Get me on the way to Culverlands Road in the heart of Heathmont. Where should we start? We can start anywhere you like. Type the bid into the chat function. I don't mind where we start, where we finish. That's the one that matters. Lots of interested parties, I know. Where do we start? Happy to start it on a vendor bid if we have to. It just means you're going to have to bid over the top of me if I do start it on a vendor bid. Where do we go? Opening bidder offer to Culverlands Road in Heathmont. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 3 undercover car spaces. Hell of a lot of real estate here. Well, I'm happy to start it with me, a vendor bid. Let's start it off a nice, easy $750,000, $750,000. I think we can all agree the property's worth a hell of a lot more than that. That's $750,000 the bid with me, clearly offered with me, the vendor. Let's take a $10,000 rise in time. That's $750,000 the bid, $760,000 I search. That's $750,000 I have, clearly bid offered with me, the vendor, $760,000 jump on in. That's $750,000, $750,000 I have. That's $750,000, where do we go? That's $750,000, you get a call it 3 times. Now's the time to jump on in. Silence is not golden when it comes to the land of options. That's $750,000, get a call it. First call at $750,000 with me, the vendor. Second call, $750,000. Third and final time, that's $750,000 the bid. Got to jump on in if you want to bid. As I said, if you're the highest bid, no one else bids, you get sole rights to negotiate with the vendor. Means that you cut out the competition. Silence is not golden, as I said. That's $750,000 with me, the vendor, looking for a $10,000 rise at $760,000. $750,000, $60 to jump on in if you like. That's $750,000 with me. 657 square metres, 4 bedrooms. Where can you find a 4-bedroom house in Heathmont for $750,000? They just don't exist, except maybe 10 years ago, if you've got a time machine, giving my guess. That's $750,000, but in this day and age, you can't get anything, a 4-bedroom for $750,000, I assure you. That's $750,000 I have, $760,000 I search, still waiting. That's $750,000, get a call 3 more times, jump on in. First call, $750,000. Not taking $500,000. I'll take a $10,000 rise there, Jim. $760,000 I'll take. Appreciate the offer. Hang on to the smaller bids. You'll need them later on. At $760,000 to get you in. Come with me for $760,000. Appreciate the offer, as I said. At $750,000, $60,000 will get you in. Second call, $750,000 with me, the vendor. $60,000 to get you in, Jim. Third, final time at $750,000. $60,000, jump on in, Jim. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, we're just going to press pause on the auction. We'll go speak to the owner. We'll be back before you can say cat in the hat. Thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Couple comments going out the back there. Plenty of interested parties in this property. Some that can bid under auction conditions. Also, some that are going to hope it doesn't sell tonight. So they put a bid in after the auction, put an offer in, condition all that. So they are hoping that this doesn't sell. So what that means is if you can bid under auction conditions tonight, you are playing into their hands. Because if we don't get a bid, we pass it in on a vendor bid. It means that you and everyone else that's interested, you can throw your hat in the ring and the vendor will take the best one. No competitive advantage at all. If you want a competitive advantage, if you want to deal with the vendor, well, you got to bid. That's unfortunately the case. That's $750 with me. I'll take a $10,000 rise from there. Not going to take a smaller bid than that, Jim. Well and truly below the quote price. Well and truly below market value here at $760,000, which is where we search. But I'll throw it open. Let's go. $760. Jump on in. That's $750 with me. The vendor I have. $60 to get you in, Jim. And as I kept saying, give yourself the chance to negotiate with the vendor. I'm going to call it 3 more times. Jump on in. There is registered interest in the property. As I said, if you can bid under auction conditions, now's the time. Otherwise, you'll just play it into the other buyers, other interested parties, into their hands. That's $750, 60 research. That's $750. Call it 3 times. First call, $750,000. 60 will get you in, Jim. All the other interested parties. Second call, $750,000. Third, final time with me, the vendor, at $750,000. 60 will get you in, Jim. Not a dollar less. Come with me for $760. Hell of a lot of real estate here for that price, as I keep saying. 750, 657 square meters, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 living areas, 1 down, 1 up, separate toilet downstairs, as well as a 3-car undercover. Wonderful property, wonderful location. Just need to bid to give yourself a chance to buy it. At 750, third final time. No further bid. Know what we're going to do. Everyone can put their offer in the hat. No advantage at all. As I said, we pass the property in on a vendor bid. No one gets the right to negotiate. Not a very good position to be in if you want a competitive advantage. At 750, call it 3 times. Jump on in now. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to go back, speak to the owner. We'll be back before you can say cat in the hat. Thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure we appreciate buying and selling. Big decision for those just joined us. The bid is with me, the vendor, at $750,000. Still looking for a rise, of course. I'm going to call it 3 times at $750,000. Still searching for that $10,000 bid. Appreciate the offer, Jim, but it's been declined. At $750,000, 60 will get you in. First call, $760,000. Second call, $760,000. Third and final time. That's $750,000. 60 will get you in. That's $750 the bid. 10 on top we search. $750 I have. 60 I go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we say, auctions are a process. They're not an event. I'm going to put one last vendor bid in at $800,000 with me, the vendor, $800,000. No further bidding. We are going to pass the property and move to the next stage of negotiations. We've got plenty of interest in the property, plenty of people with fingers and toes crossed, hoping that this would have happened, that it wouldn't have sold, so they can put their offers in, conditional after auction. $800,000 with me. I'm going to call it 3 times. Any rise, I'll take it. $800,000 first call. $800,000 second call. Third and final time. $800,000. Clearly bid with me, the vendor. Well, let's just move along. As I said, auctions are a process. They're not an event. Plenty of interest in the property, I'm sure. Next time you drive down Culverlands Road in Heathmont, you'll see a big soul sticker with Josh's face on it out the front of number 2. If you have interest in the property, of course, reach out to Josh. More than happy, of course, to discuss. And let's move on to our second property that we have for you this evening. Beautiful block of land, 7/3 in Clare Court in Montrose. We do sell it today, again, by public auction, 10% deposit, settlement in 30 to 60 days' time. And what a fantastic block of land that we have, over 1,000 square metres, 1,014 to be exact, elevated, nice views, of course. Build your dream home. Building costs are starting to fall. Well documented. I was in the media this week. The building costs are coming down. Buy now. Build your fantastic property that you want. And what about the location, ladies and gentlemen? Montrose, literally on the edge of rural versus city, 45, 50 minutes into the city, of course, but then you've got the Dandenongs right there. It does really feel like you are in country Victoria. It's a wonderful property, wonderful neighbourhood, wonderful block of land for that person to build their dream home. Throw it open. Where do we go? Opening bidder offer. Get me underway. Where should we start this one? Again, plenty of interest in the property. Happy to start it at $550,000 with me, the vendor, well below the quote price there at $550,000. That's $550,000. Jump on in over that if you like it. $550 the bid. That's $550 the bid. Now clearly with me, the vendor. That's $550,000. First call, $550,000. Second call, $550,000. Third, final time. That's $550,000. Well, this is not a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. We have lots of people interested. Again, just couldn't get under auction conditions. As we said on the last one, process, not an event. Next time you drive down Clare Court, I'm sure you'll see a big soul sticker out the front of 7/3. We're going to move along after auction, of course, pass the property out on that. If you have interest in the property, of course, reach out to Olivia or I. More than happy to chat. Thanks for coming down, of course, virtually to our Ray White auction. We hope to see you at the next Ray White auction event. Have a lovely evening.